We are back. Back in the New York groove. My name is Justin Penik. Welcome to Talking Giants and our 5 Keys to Victory video in 5 minutes or less, but also don't blame me if I go over 5 minutes. It's not my fault. The New York Football Giants are playing the Denver Broncos at MetLife Stadium, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, September 12th, 2021. It's going to be great. I'm going to be back in the stands. This game means a whole lot more rather than just a football game that's being played, and I'll talk about that at the end. But let's kick it off to our 5 keys to victory. Key to victory number 1 is Nate Soldo versus Von Miller or Bradley Chubb. A lot of the talking heads and tweets that I've seen, it said Nate Soldo versus Von Miller, and if that's the way that Denver Bronco Vic Fangio defense kind of lines up, is that you have Von Miller on the right side of the offensive line, Chubb on the left side of the offensive line, sure, but I can imagine they're also going to switch up at times too. So I really don't want to beat a dead horse as to why Nate Solder. I don't think Nate Solder is going to be good, but here's the pitch as to why he was my giant factor on the podcast and why he's key to victory number 1. Nate Solder, do you want your last year in the NFL? Just collect your base salary and, just go through the motions and just collect the paycheck? Or do you actually want to make an impact with the Giants? Because I'll tell you what, if you just do that, if you just go and you collect your base salary and, the way that your situation is kind of unfolded right now on the football field, not off the football field. He's a great dude off the football field. He's gone through a shit ton of adversity. But on the football field, it could not have gone worse, his tenure with the New York Football Giants. So do you want to be remembered for that and then just collecting your paycheck and then see ya and then one of the worst contracts in franchise history? Or do you want to leave off with somewhat of a good note? That's up to you, dude. He has seemed very unmotivated. When he's talked this summer, when he's spoken this summer, he has just seemed genuinely very unmotivated and not wanting to play the game of football. Prove me wrong. Prove the haters wrong. Really. Because I certainly don't view any alternative, any world where Nate Solder is going to be good. So go out and prove me wrong, especially against some pretty decent good pass rushers to start 2021. Key to victory number 2 is produce explosive plays. Now, I understand, Bobby made a giant factor video with Sterling Shepard saying that you're not necessarily going to be creating explosive plays by throwing the ball deep down the field because you have Vic Fangio's defense doing this like cover 4 type of deal where it's 2 deep safeties. They're not just doing cover 4 with 2 deep safeties, but they're even going to drop back a couple of their cornerbacks, maybe a line, something. They're going to play some sort of version of cover 4. And Fangio and Patrick Graham, who played a lot of cover 3 last year, this is almost like a very new wave of the NFL of preventing the explosive play but allowing the underneath stuff. So, hopefully, this Jason Garrett offense wasn't really known for it, but we can get some yards after the catch and we can create explosive plays that way. And I'm talking about 10 to 15 yards. I'm not necessarily talking about 20 plus yards because really good elite defenses are very good at preventing plays of 20 plus yards. But the Giants do need to throw the ball past the sticks every once in a while and get the yards after the catch. Kadarius Toney's here. Sterling Shepard's here. Sterling Shepard was actually the best on the Giants last year in creating yards after the catch. Saquon Barkley is here. He can be used in the receiving game. Maybe you want to limit him how he's used in the running game, but, use him in the receiving game. Put him out there on third down. Give him some angle routes. Allow him to get some separation. Allow him to get some one-on-one opportunities so he can break a tackle and get the yards after the catch. So that's what the Giants need to do. Maybe not. It's going to be tough to create those 20-plus yard explosive plays, but they still do need to create them in terms of throwing past the sticks, 10 yards, 15 yards, running the ball. Daniel Jones' legs, Saquon Barkley's legs. You can create explosive plays there too. This Denver Broncos defense isn't the greatest in the world as a run defense, so if you can get 10-plus yard chunk games with Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones kind of running the ball as a little bit of a duo, that is going to be a key to victory right there for key to victory number 2. Key to victory number 3, create pressure on the defensive side of the ball. Force some turnovers. Force Teddy Bridgewater to make a mistake. Force him to fumble. Ezekiel Ojulari had 4 first forced fumbles last year at Georgia, and we haven't had a Giants linebacker since Jasper Brinkley in 2015 that has forced 4 fumbles in a single season. And he wasn't even a defensive end. He was an inside linebacker. So let's force some fumbles. Let's force some turnovers. Get some interceptions. Be aggressive. Patrick Graham has kind of alluded to, Dave Gettleman and Joe Judge have also alluded to, that they want this Giants defense to be way more aggressive this year in terms of their blitz rate, playing man coverage. So let's force some mistakes. Any way that we can help out this offense, that is a good thing. Key to victory number 4. Can't believe I'm saying this. I'm talking so much about this recently, and I hate it. I burped. Excuse me. Special teams. Special teams, again, to help out the offense, because the offense is going to need any help that it's going to get, I think, this season in general, but especially against a good defense week one, where not a lot of the players on the offensive side of the ball have really necessarily got to gel together. So, special teams needs to help out the offense. Let's break off a punt return. Let's break off a kick return. Give the offense a short field. I mean, obviously playing the field position too. Riley Dixon hasn't been that great over the course of 2020. He was really good in 2019, but 2020 had a really down year, a below average year for punters. If we can pin this Broncos offense, which isn't very good, down and help our defense try and force a 3 and out, which therefore gives our offense good field position, special teams is going to be big in all facets of the game. I don't want to see Graham Gano that much because I want to be scoring touchdowns and not kicking field goals, but let's see Riley Dixon pin down the Broncos offense in their own territory. Let's see Kadarius Toney, CJ Board, Jabril Peppers, whoever's returning kicks, punts and kicks, let's see them be active and let's see them help out this offense. And key to victory number 5. This is kind of like on a little bit more of a serious note. This game means a lot more than just football for a lot of people. This is the first time that a full capacity, not just full capacity, where any fans have sat in MetLife Stadium in over 700 days. 700 days. And the fact that we are going to be back together, the fact that there is expectations for this Giants team, a lot of people are going to be emotional. A lot of people have lost people since they have gone to a Giants game last. A lot of people's lives are very much different since the last time that they sat at a Giants game. And I know for me personally, sitting at a Giants game and going to a Giants game is a time where I can just forget about everything that's happening in my life. And for a whole year, we didn't have that. We had the Giants on TV, of course, but when you're home, it's just different. When you're watching it from home, you still have the distractions of maybe what's going on with your life. But when you're at MetLife Stadium with 80,000 other people, there is nothing happening and you can't control anything else than your own fandom for those couple hours. So, win. Key to victory number 5 is win. And this game is so much bigger than just starting off 1-0. It's for 9/11. It's for this tri-state area. It's for the people of this area. Joe Judge likes to talk about that. He talked about that in his introductory press conference. We want to be a representation of the people of this area. Well, there's no better representation of just how great the people are of this area in terms of the response to 9/11 and how we all came together. And then also for the fans that are going to be in the stands for the first time in over 700 days, where so many people have lost so much. Win. That's key to victory number 5. So definitely ran over 5 minutes. Told you it wasn't my fault. I had a lot to say, especially about key to victory number 5. This game means a lot. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a whole lot to a lot of other people who are going to be in the stands Sunday. So, peace. Go Giants. Start 1-0. Let's win. Win or else. And until next time, peace.